Audio check, audio check, audio check, 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 check. And everything should be good. All right, there are spots.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
And welcome to Portales Gym for Lady Wildcat Basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan, rolling solo tonight for this district tournament championship game between Lovington and Portales. And we'll get started here in just a few minutes. We are in pregame. Of course, no game before it, no game after it. This is it on a Friday night. And it does come down to this. However, there is some pressure off of the Lady Cats just a little bit. Of course, they want to try to win. They want to win the district championship. If they could win the district championship, they are automatically in the state tournaments, an automatic seeding, but their seeding would go up, and they would get a home game more than likely. They still at number 8. They are ranked 8th right now. Now that's not the same as the seedings will be necessarily, which is why they want to give themselves every chance to have a home game for the first round of the state playoffs, because that first game is a must win. You have to win to move on into the rest of the state tournament in Albuquerque. So they want to win this game. And for the same reason, Portales wants to go ahead and win this game and seal things up, because they have been number 1 in district all season long. They finished at 17-9 on the season, 6-0 perfect in district, and they are ranked number 3 in New Mexico 4A. So number 3, and they are looking at, walking into that. That's the hope that Lovington might have, is that they get just too complacent. They assume that they're going to win this game. Lovington has proven in both the games that they played against that they can hang with them, and they did the first time that they played in the district season. Lovington did a very nice job hanging with them. That first half, Lovington had two good quarters of that game and 2 not so good quarters, and Portales really took advantage of that. So Lovington, but they have to play consistently. They really have to be on top of it. A game, everything firing, their inside game going well, posting up, putting in the easy baskets, and then their perimeter shooting as well. So they have to be on good tight defense without fouling out, and they just have to put their game together and be consistent all 4 quarters for them to come up with a win against Portales, a very good basketball team. But if Lovington comes in knowing that they could knock them off, they could get them rattled, and Lovington could surprise them. If they did, Lovington would control their own destiny a lot more, and they would have a much better a higher seeding, probably home game for that first round, and that always helps, because without the home game in that first round, which will be next Friday, 1 week from today, they could be traveling, a lot of miles. They could be, off to see the Wizard across the state. So, and those long road trips are so tough to do and to get there and to play your best and be on top of your game, which was what they would need to do. So, and then if they were to win that game, of course, then they make it into the state tournament, which will begin the following Tuesday in Albuquerque. So I think there will be places. I think they'll be playing at Rio Rancho, and then they'll be playing at the Pit. So there'll be 2 venues for the state tournament again, like it was last year. So that's the setting the stage for this game. Now your Lovington Lady Cats come in at 16-11 on the season, 3-3 in district, and they're ranked 2nd in district, just behind Portales, and they're ranked number 8 in 4A in the state. The rankings are different than the seedings. The seedings for the tournament will be announced on Sunday, this coming Sunday. So that's when all the teams, and so the teams that are on the bubble, down at the bottom, not knowing if they're going to make the first round of the state playoffs or not are going to be, waiting to see that. The rest of the teams that are pretty much assured, like Lovington, they're going to the state tournament. They're going to get a first round game. Are really waiting to see, who are we going to play and where are we going to play? And that's going to be of great interest on Sunday when the NMAA announces that. So that sets the scene for this game. And I'm going to run down the rosters because we'll take a break for the national anthem and the introduction of the teams in just a moment. I want to be able to give you a nice listen to all of our sponsors who are allowing for us to have this broadcast, bring this to you all season long without charging you anything, and making this available so that even after the game, you can watch it live, listen to it live, but then you can also watch it afterward. And a lot of people do, and we certainly appreciate that. So thank you very much to all of our sponsors. Before we get there, let's run down the rosters, starting with the home Portales Lady Rams under head coach Wade Fraze. Number 3 is Angel Ornelas. Number 10 is Maria Lujan. 11 is Skylar Massey. 14 is Delaney Bonda. 20 is Ainsley Horton. 22 is Addison Mayberry. 23 is Aylin Cerna. 24 is Ebony Fulfer. 25 is Brielle Lucero. 30 is Erin Van Leeuwen. 32 is Taya Rippey, that is. Taya. Number 33 is Miley Bonda. Your Lovington Lady Cats under Chief Bridgeforth, the head coach. Number 3 is Paisha Gonzalez. 4 is Carly Knapp. 5 is Aubrey Arandas. 10 is Braylon Hernandez. 12 is Malaya Castro. 14 is Ashlyn Borunda. 22 is Leslie Corral. 23 is Zoe Blackwell. 24 is Jabri Rios. And 42 is Abigail Schaus. As far as we know, everybody is healthy. Everybody is eligible to play in the game, especially on the Lady Cats. I'll have to watch and see about Portales, but I think everybody should be all in on this game tonight. So let's take a break. I believe they're just about to make the loudspeaker announcements and get into the national anthem. So we will definitely take the break and come back and watch and enjoy our Lady Wildcats as they play against the Portales Lady Rams for the District Tournament Championship here in Portales on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
It's me, Sammy Sludge. I'm the sludge inside your pipes, your toilet pipes, bathroom sink pipes, even your kitchen sink pipe. I'm inside and outside, causing all sorts of problems. Plumbing problems? Call the Master. Master Plumbers, serving households in Lee County and West Texas for over 20 years. Tell Sammy Sludge you called the Master. Master Plumbers, 397-9385.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? Battle Energy is ready to take the court with the Cats. For all your BOP nipple-ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community, so bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
And welcome back to Portales Gym as it's Lady Wildcat basketball tonight on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan, flying solo here at the gym, and the girls are being introduced. Your starters for Portales will be number 10, Lujan, 11, Massey, number 24, Fulfer, 32, Rippey, and 33, Banda. Your starters for Lovington will be number 4, Knapp, number 5, the team captain, Aranda, number 12, Castro, number 14, Borunda, and number 42, Schaus. So here we go, ready to get this one underway. This one, the district tournament championship, of course. This differs from the regular season, and Portales was the regular season district champion. Comes into this favored, but the Lady Cats could do themselves a favor and knock them off tonight, get the automatic seed into the tournament and a higher seed and probably a home game in the first round. So lots on the line as we get ready, and Schaus is in the center for Lovington. Let's see who wins the tip and gets us going. And it goes to Portales. And there's a shot up and no good, but a rebound and the putback by Massey is, and Portales on the board, 2 points, 2-0. Lovington trapped up in the backcourt, and Portales with the takeaway. And a shot up by number 33, Miley Banda, and a turnover for Lovington, and points off of that turnover. This is stacking up to be exactly the case in the last 2 times that Lovington played Portales, especially the last one. Lovington got blown out 55-15, and Lovington just had so many turnovers in that game. Portales with intense pressure and creating a lot of turnovers, forcing turnovers. This one, though, is going to be a foul, and that's going to be on number 3, Angel Ornelas, her first. It'll be on the floor. So this will give the ball to Lovington. The throw in to Schaus. Schaus out to Borunda. Borunda driving in. Tries to put it off the glass. No good. And it is Banda with the rebound and bringing it down quickly. trying for a shot under the basket, but Schaus doing a nice job of guarding it both times. First for Fulfer, who wanted to put up a shot. And then the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lovington. The throw in, and it goes out to Rippey. Rippey gets it over to Fulfer. Fulfer trying the three-pointer. No good. Fight for the rebound, but it goes out, and that's the second one for Bonda. And then a shot from the left wing from way downtown. Angel Ornelas with 3. And a long pass down to Schaus, and she corrals it before it goes out of bounds. Oh, and then can't control it. And so it will end up being another turnover for Lovington. A nice thought, though, to try to just to beat the press there and get that ball down quickly before Portales could make that transition and get down there. So good thought. Just need to execute that a little better next time. But very quickly, 7-0 is your score. Lovington needs to force a turnover here. There's a three-point attempt up from Bond on the right wing, no good, and the rebound brought down by Ornelas. And a fight for it. And they're going to call a push foul. And they're going to call that on number 11, Massey. So a foul on her. It's on the floor. Lovington catching a break. They will inbound. They get it to Barunda. Barunda going to run the point, getting double teamed. Tries to pass it off and can't clear to try to get it to Castro. And instead, that becomes a third turnover. And now Fulfer from the right corner pops the net for the second tray. Her first points of the game, but it's the first tray for her after Angel Ornelas scored a tray. And just like that, 10-0 as Portales is in the lead. And Chief Bridgeforth wants to take a timeout and settle things down, cool the momentum, and talk about their strategy. I know Lovington knew exactly what they were going to be facing, having played this team twice, and the last time they just were at Portales' mercy. Portales just stealing the ball, taking it away, forcing turnovers, and making points off of the turnovers. They didn't do as good a job in that first quarter or so, Portales that is, in scoring points off of all those turnovers. But in that second half with the running clock, they really stretched it out and took the defensive pressure off to some degree. So Lovington knows what they have to do, but executing it against a really good team like Portales, that's another story. We can point out things, and the players know exactly what's going on and what they need to do. Coaches know. And executing, it just becomes harder when you're playing against an excellent team. So no skin off their noses, but they do have to try to execute their plan a little better or try something else. And Castro getting double teamed and just taking that ball away again. Ripping it away was Bonda. A shot up, no good. It falls out. Angel Contreras is going to get it. And then a fight for the rebound. And Barunda has it. Nice job as Barunda brings it down quickly. She's a good ball handler. She gets it out to Aranda. Aranda moves in and pulls out outside the arc. Gets it to Schaus, trying to get it to Schaus. And it goes out of bounds, knocked out. I think it will stay. It will stay Lady Cat basketball as it's knocked out of bounds by Portales. Their defensive pressure is just amazing. And the ball up, inbound, up, no good. It goes out of bounds. And Fulfer is going to get called for the foul. So that will send Barunda to the line. The shot up and good. Nice for Barunda to be able to put Lovington on the scoreboard and has a chance to put another one in. And she does. So Lovington on the board with the first points courtesy of those free throws. Portales with the ball. They move it quickly. Fulfer in the right corner where she popped the tray. Lovington adjusts, but then they give it to Bonda. Bonda puts a shot up, no good. Fight for the rebound, and this time it is it is Barunda who gets it. And Barunda gets it back up to Knapp. Knapp back to Barunda, now to Aranda. Aranda moves in, puts up a little jumper. Nice. Not a three-pointer, but still a nice shot. And Aranda with 2 points. Portales makes very fast transitions. And sorry, I'm a little late following the camera because I'm stopping to write points and other stats down. So I'm going to try to keep up with the action as much as I can here. 10-4 is the score, and just like that, a foul is going to be called on Schaus. It's her first, and it puts Ornelas at the line. Ornelas, nothing but net on the first one. Now she's got 4 points in the game, and it makes it 11-4. By the way, just under 5 minutes left to play in this first quarter here for the district tournament championship in Portales. Second one is up, and nothing but net as well. She's got 5 points in the game, puts it up to 12-4. Now Lovington with a nice transition, working the ball. That's Castro down to Aranda in the left corner, back to Barunda, driving into the lane, puts it up, no good. Fight for the rebound, and Schaus, there is no rebound because she was called for the foul over the back. She was arguing her case nicely. Ref stuck with it. So it's on the floor. Portales inbounds in the Lovington court and into the court and brings it down. That is Ornelas to Fulfer. Fulfer all the way across to Bonda. Bonda is going to work it over. She puts it up and in. And again, just 2 points on that. She was not in three-point range. Makes it 14-4. And Lovington trying to make a quicker transition. They get it to Aranda in the corner. Bounce pass to Schaus. No good. Loses the handle on it against intensive defensive pressure. And the ball ends up on the floor. Bodies end up on the floor. And it's going to be Lovington's ball. That will be Aranda to inbound just to the right of the basket. And let's see. 11 comes out. That is Massey. And Van Leeuwen goes in for Portales. Lovington inbounds to Barunda. Barunda getting worked on by Bonda. Very tight. Leaves it off for Aranda. Aranda getting worked on by Fulfer. And passes behind the back to Castro. Castro calls the offense and takes the ball out near midcourt. Now works it around to the right. And having trouble against Ornelas. And a whistle sounds. Are they going to say she went out of bounds, or are they going to call the foul on Ornelas? I think they say it goes out of bounds, but touched, I guess, by Portales. The inbound goes in, goes right back out. Again, such tight defense. The inbound to Knapp. Knapp immediately swarmed and tying up the ball. Yep, they're going to call the jump ball because number 32, Rippey, got her hands on the ball quickly. And this time, the arrow will go the way of the Lady Cats. So it is 3:47 left in the first, and Portales is up 14-4 as Knapp and Schaus come out. Jabri Rios and Corral go in for Lovington. The inbound goes to Corral. Or is that Barunda? It's Barunda. My bad. Then over to Aranda. She drives in like she's going to go across the baseline. Kind of a no-look pass to Jabri Rios, and it's picked off. So another turnover for Lovington. And Bonda tuning up, tries the three ball, no good, but it's going to be Ornelas with the rebound, her third, and a whistle sounds. And it will be Lovington's basketball. Aranda inbounds to Castro. Castro now all the way over to Barunda. Barunda immediately double team, back to Castro. Still in the back court, by the way, got to move up. There they do. Castro gets up. Thinks about the three, no room. She's got Bonda tied on her. Out to Aranda. Aranda getting guarded by Fulfer. Moves the ball back, looking for position. Lovington is adjusting. It's a man-on-man defense right now by Portales. They give it to Castro. Castro floats in and tries a little jumper. It won't fall. Fight for the rebound. Are they going to call a foul or the jump ball? Because Jabri Rios had her hands on the ball, and I think they're going to call Portales for the foul. They do. They call it on Van Leeuwen. That's her first. So another break for Lovington as they're down by 10 here. 2:50 left in the first quarter. And the ball is almost stolen away by Portales. But then the ball goes to Jabri. No, it goes to Barunda, and she gets fouled. And they're going to call that on Bonda, her first. And Barunda will go to the line. The ball up and good. So far, Barunda at the line, and Aubrey Aranda are the only Lady Cats to score in this game so far. That's 4 from the free throw line for Lovington, for Borunda. And now Portales just going to slow things up a little bit, come across the timeline, work it around the arc, get it over to Ornelas, and now Ornelas a bounce pass to Fulford, thinks about the three, but good guarding by Aranda, but they leave a girl open, and she takes a shot, and then a fight for the rebound, and Lovington is going to control it. They get it to Corral. Corral kicks it back out to Aranda. Aranda tries to put it up and in. It does not fall. Rios with the rebound, and she gets it to Aranda. Aranda from the left side tries it again and puts it up and in. Portales, quick transition, get it over to Fulford in the right corner, and now all the way over to Bonda. Bonda drives in from the left, a little jumper, goes off the rim, and a fight for it in the corner, as that's going to be number 10, Lujan, in. Now she loses a handle on the ball against good defense by Castro, gets down under the basket, and the ball knocked away by Fulford, but Fulford creates the foul, and that is the second. Nope. Yes. I've got that as the second foul on Fulford. Yes. And Castro, nice work at the line. Malaya buries the first one, and now, after counting that basket earlier, it's 14-9. Castro at the line could bring this down to a 4-point lead by Portales, and she does. Nice work. So far, Lovington has been perfect at the free throw line, and you know what? You play your card. You play your strongest cards in the game. If you're going to be at the line, Portales is going to foul, then you better try to be as perfect as you can and pick up points that way. And Portales, with the smothering defense that they have, it's very likely that they are going to create some fouls. And unfortunately, Lovington is fouling a bit too. So on that free-for-all there, as Bonda was trying to get free and trying to put a shot up, she gets fouled by Jabri Rios. First foul on Rios. And Bonda at the line sinks the first one, makes it 15-10, and sinks the second one as well. So 16-10, a long pass across the timeline down to Castro to try to beat the press, try to beat Portales down there, and Castro makes it down. And Castro with 2 more points. She's got 4 in the game, and we're down to a 16-12. Oh, yeah, 16-12. One of the scoreboards just has 10. I'm pretty sure it's 16-12. One says 16-12, the other says 16-10. And Portales, again, fight for the ball as everybody, Lovington is trying to ratchet up the defensive pressure as well, force some turnovers and keep Portales from getting the easy baskets and getting the baskets inside and out. Unfortunately, a foul was called on Borunda, her first. And that is Rippey at the line. She sunk her first one. And a second one, yep, now they finally fix the other scoreboard. Second one is up and good as well. So now it is back up to it is 18-12. Fight for the ball as Malaya Castro getting the inbound and then getting swarmed, kind of smothered there by Lujan. And Lujan, I think, fouled. Let's see if they call it. Yep, it is Lujan. I was pretty sure it was going to be. So Castro goes back to the line. She's got 5 points in the game, 2 from the free throw line. Nice. Sinks that one. 18-13, 5-point lead by Portales with 1:01 left to play in the first, and the second one good as well. Nice. Castro now 6 points in the game. Ornelas running the point for Portales, coming the other way, getting worked on by Corral. Pass off to Rippey, to Bonda, to Ornelas. Ornelas looking. Corral on the floor just momentarily. Don't know what the problem. That was away from the ball. She just slipped maybe. to Bonda, to Ornelas. Good defense by Lovington. Oh, little bump. Lovington got away with that one. A little shot up by Ornelas, and a whistle sounds. Let's see who they call that on. Or they're just going to say it went out of bounds. Just out of bounds. The inbound goes to Bonda. Bonda tuning up, and they're going to say she traveled before she took the shot. I think that's fair. So Portales now with 3 turnovers, and Lovington with 6 in the game. Castro in the back court. They've got to work it forward. Gets it to Barunda. Barunda charges up, double teamed over to Castro. Castro, they've got to work it, and yep, they call too much time in the back court, and Lovington has to cough up the ball again. Portales just so tight on defense, smothering defense. Just 13 seconds left in the first quarter, and Portales with the ball. That's Ornelas to Bonda. Bonda gets off a shot from the right corner. It won't fall, and that is number 10 with the rebound, but then she doesn't get to go anywhere. Jabri Rios takes the ball away, but no time to get it down and get a shot in. So at the end of the first, I would say that Lovington did a very nice job. I mean, they were down and down hard, and were able to fight their way back. At the end of the first quarter, it is 18-14. Portales is leading, but only by 4. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Lady Wildcat basketball here from Portales Gym.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Welcome back to Portales Gym. Second quarter start of, and Portales inbounds. That is Ornelas running the point. That is Lujan with the ball, working it over to the right. Fulfer in the right corner. Bounce pass in the lane is picked off, but then the ball loose on the court. Jabri Rios doing a nice job. That was actually Barunda doing a nice job and getting a hand on the ball. It becomes a jump ball, and the arrow goes the way of Lady Cats. So nice hustle and good work. Now in the backcourt as Castro gets it to Aranda. Aranda back to Castro. They got it across the timeline in time this time. Uh-oh. Castro almost loses the ball. Now works it over the left, pulls back, and worked on hard. A bounce pass goes to Barunda, almost picked off. Then to Castro. She pulls the trigger on a tray from way beyond the arc on the left side, but it's no good. And Portales with the rebound. Fulford to Rippey. Rippey gets it to Ornelas. Ornelas tries the 3 shot. Jabri Rios with the rebound. Note, that is Barunda again. Barunda fight for the ball, and the whistle sounds. She was trying to get it over to Aranda, and they are going to call Lujan for the foul. That's her 3rd foul in the game. It is the second quarter, 18-14 your score. Just at 7 minutes to play in the second. So the ball is Lovington's. Knapp running the point, leaves it off for Aranda. Aranda back outside the circle to Knapp. Knapp quickly double teamed. Now Portales really zeroes in on her and tries to take the ball away. Now she leaves it off for Castro. Lovington has a lot on their plate just to protect the basketball and not get it stolen. Barundas goes up for a nice shot on the left. It does not fall, but a fight for the rebound. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be Lovington basketball. They get it into Schaus. Schaus quickly back to Aranda. Aranda tries the 3-ball. It's no good, and that is number 11, Massey, with the rebound. Ornelas running the point. Fulfer thinks about the 3, then gets it in the lane, and a fight for it. Massey loses it. Schaus takes it away. A nice steal, and Lovington with a chance to shave into this 4-point lead. 6 minutes left in the second. Lovington, that's Barunda, working it, driving in toward the lane on the left, and a whistle sounds. She gets fouled. She'll go to the line. And I think that's definitely a part of the strategy here, I think, is knowing how aggressive Portales is. Lovington is trying to suck them into creating fouls. And that was another foul on Ornelas. This time a pass goes to Schaus. Schaus, point blank, doesn't fall. She gets her own rebound, and the putback no good. And that is going to be the rebound now for Portales. Portales brings it down. Fulfer over to 11. That's Massey. Massey passes it over to Van Leeuwen in the corner, then gets it back to Ornelas. And a 3-ball attempt from Rippey from the right wing, no good, but she gets her own rebound. A 3-ball by Fulfer, no good. And Portales with the rebound, comes down, fight for it. Finally, Fulfer from the left wing. That's 3 tries in a row and looks at the basket for Portales. This time, Lovington comes up with the rebound, gets it to Knapp. Knapp passes to Barunda. Barunda's shot from the left does not go, but she is fouled. So Portales with 4 looks at the basket there. They're certainly out rebounding Lovington, but they do call that on Massey, her second. And a timeout is going to be taken. And it's just a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. And they haven't started the clock yet for the timeout. It's don't know why. Are they having trouble? It is a timeout, but they have not put the 30 seconds on the clock. And I believe this is a Portales timeout. So don't know what's going on, but hopefully somebody's keeping the time, because they did indicate that it's just a 30-second timeout. So the refs are noticing now that they didn't put the clock, but the buzzer sounded. So I think that was about 30 seconds. Still 18-14 here. That was the score at the beginning of this second quarter, and that's where we are right now. 5:08 left to play in it. Back and forth, change of possessions, some turnovers, some fouling, but nobody scoring. A pass to Barunda. Barunda driving in, nowhere to go, has to kick it back out to Aranda. Aranda tries the 3-ball, it won't fall. Schaus with the rebound, and she, nice little give and go, as coming up behind her was Barunda, and she puts it up and in, an assist by Schaus. And very quickly, Portales down the court, and now it's just a 2-point game, 18-16, as yes, it's possible. And a long ball, a 3 attempt by Fulfer from the left wing, no good. It bounces out. She tries to corral it, and it goes out of bounds. So that is turnover number 5 for Portales. Ball pops straight up, and a steal by Portales, and Rippey comes along and puts it up and in. So 20-16, back to a 4-point lead. Now Barunda drives down, trying to take it coast to coast, puts it up, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it goes out of bounds. I think they'll say it was last touch by Portales, so it'll stay Lady Cat basketball. Just under 4 minutes left to play in the second quarter. 20-16 is your score. Both teams have scored only 2 points as Knapp comes out to some nice applause. And Ornelas comes back in, and it's going to be Massey who comes out. And it's going to be Aranda to inbound. She gets it out to Schaus. Schaus gets it back into Aranda, or Barunda rather. Her shot no good, but then Aranda with the rebound, and her putback is good. Portales coming down very quickly, but Lovington putting defensive pressure on them. And now it is 20-18, just a 2-point lead for Portales here as they throw around the outside of the arc. Lovington doing a nice job at defense. And Portales a little stymied here. Fulfer pulls in and thinks about the three. Comes in, takes about a 10-foot jumper, no good, and it's going to be Aranda who comes down with it. Castro driving the ball down, driving the ball, kicks it out to Corral. Corral trying to put up the shot, but it's partially deflected, blocked, but it's going to stay Lady Cat basketball. So 3:12 left to play in the second now. Just a 2-point lead by Portales, and Lovington inbounds to Barunda. Barunda kicks it to Aranda. Aranda getting worked on by Fulfer. Now is just going to drift back midcourt. Now drive in and put up a little popper right over the head of Fulfer, and Aranda ties the game, 20-all. Nice applause. A quick transition by Portales. A shot up by Bonda from the left, no good, and Aranda another rebound, but Lovington in the backcourt. They get it to Barunda, and Barunda having trouble against the defense. Lovington not liking that. They wanted the foul. They think Ornelas fouled her and caused her to stumble, creating the travel. But they are the officials are getting an earful from the Lovington faithful, a lot of whom have traveled and are filling up the visitor side here. But it is Portales' ball. They get it to Bonda on left wing to Van Leeuwen, left corner that is. Van Leeuwen on the left wing now gets it out to Rippey. Rippey gets it into Fulfer, trying to work against Schaus. Schaus, nice job keeping her out of the paint, but they get it to Bonda. Bonda tries the ball, no good, and it's going to be another rebound by Schaus. And then Fulfer is called for the foul. Fulfer now with 3 fouls on her. So a timeout being taken again with just over 2 minutes left to play. Lovington faithful on their feet in appreciation for what the Lady Cats have managed to do in this game, as it was all Portales for the first half of the first quarter. Then Lovington came back, started eating into that lead, doing a nice job drawing fouls because they scored 2 for Castro with 4 points at the line, Barunda with 4 points at the line. They dug themselves out of a hole, managed to come back, tie it up. They were down only by 4 points at the end of the first, and then they came out giving Portales all kinds of trouble in that the beginning of the second quarter. And through half of that second quarter, there was almost no scoring. Each team scored 2, and then each team scored 4. Portales stretched it out a little, then Lovington came storming back and tied it up, and here we are, 2:09 left in the second, and it is 20-all, and Castro will go to the line out of the foul. And now Ornelas with 2 fouls on her, Lujan with 3, Massey with 2, Fulfer with 3, Van Leeuwen with 1, and Miley Bonda with 1. Castro puts Lovington ahead, can make it 2 points ahead here, and she does. She is perfect at the line tonight. Castro doing a wonderful job. Free throws under pressure. And now Lovington with their first lead of the night, 22-20. Portales, let's see what Portales does to answer. As the Lovington faithful making a lot of noise in the stands now. Van Leeuwen from the left corner thinks about the 3, then passes it off. They get it to Bonda, the right wing, a pass into Fulfer. Fulfer nowhere to go. Good defense. She gets it out to Van Leeuwen. Van Leeuwen trying for the ball. She puts up a shot, won't go. And it is going to be Rippey with the rebound to keep Portales' hopes of tying it up right here alive. They slow the pace down. Bonda at top of the arc. Bounce pass in to Rippey. Rippey back out. Ornelas thinks about the 3. Now drives in. Gets it to Bonda. Bonda's got Castro in her face, so she can't take the 3. Gives it to Ornelas. Ornelas has both Castro and Aranda in her face. Gets it to Rippey. And the tables have turned here. Now there's a pass in the lane to Ornelas. Ornelas driving in, looking for room, stumbles, and they're going to call Lovington with a foul. Let's see who they call it on. And that's going to be Aranda. That's just the first foul on Aranda. Aranda with 6 points in the game and 6 rebounds as well. They get it out to Fulfer. Fulfer from the right wing. Oh, it spins in and out. Fight for the rebound. It's going to be touched last as, Aranda was really trying for it. Really trying to get it. Good hustle. I mean, she goes halfway up the bleachers. And it's going to be a foul they're going to call on Fulfer. And that's the 4th foul on Fulfer. She is one of the hot hands and a starter for Portales, and she's got four fouls, so you know she's going to be coming out. 22-20, and the first miss by Barunda at the line. She had been perfect, 4 for 4, and I didn't even say that. I didn't even say her as she was at the line. I was trying not to put the announcer's curse on her. Let's see if she can bring it back and make this a 3-point lead for Lovington, and she does. Good girl. Nice work. 23-20. Portales. 50 seconds left now. 50 seconds before the end of this second quarter, before halftime. And Portales working it around the arc. Ornelas thinks about the 3. Nap on her. Now she gets it back. Tunes up. It's an air ball. And Castro's going to get it. Castro with the ball. Now they pass it down to Knapp. Knapp pulls up, tries to put it in. It goes over, and it is going into the hands of number 20, who is Horton in the game for the first time. I think she came in for Fulfer, and they're going to call a foul on Lovington. And it's just going to be, or are they calling? Nope, yep, they do. They call on Jabri Rios, her second. It's on the floor. Portales inbounds in front of their bench. Working for the last shot. 16 seconds left. 3 ball on the way, no good. Short arms it. Ornelas with the rebound. The putback, no good. Fight for the rebound. And I think they're going to call Portales as Castro got the rebound and then got fouled. And Castro going to the line again. And now who they call that on Horton. That's her first foul. 9.5 seconds left to play in this second quarter, and Lovington has had 23-20 over Portales, looking to upset the Lady Rams. They played a heck of a second quarter for sure. And the first one up and good for Castro. So 24-20, Lovington with a 4-point lead now. It's looking good that they can go into halftime, go into the locker room with a lead. That is a miss, the first miss at the line for Castro. Portales quickly moving it down. 3, 2 seconds, 1. A 3-point attempt, no good. The ball falls off, and yes, Portales is trailing Lovington. We have the makings of an upset here. I know there's a whole quarter, there's a whole half of a ball game left to play, but right now, your score is 24-20. Lovington is leading Portales, and we'll be back with your halftime report right here on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
It's me, Sammy Sludge. I'm the sludge inside your pipes, your toilet pipes, bathroom sink pipes, even your kitchen sink pipe. I'm inside and outside causing all sorts of problems. Plumbing problems? Call the Master. Master Plumbers, serving households in Lee County and West Texas for over 20 years. Tell Sammy Sludge you called the Master. Master Plumbers, 397-9385.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? Battle Energy is ready to take the court with the Cats. For all your BOP nipple ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community, so bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Welcome back to Portales Gym. I'm Dawn Morgan with Lovington Lady Cat Basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. We have a surprise for a lot of folks. I think before the game I talked about how Lovington had the goods to stay with Portales, and if they would play consistently, play at the top of their game, they have the ability to beat Portales. I think they needed to believe that, and now they've made a believer out of Portales, at least in the first half. They're leading, and I don't want to jinx anything or say anything else except that they did a really nice job. They were behind. Portales came out and really looked like the team that beat the Lady Cats 55-15. And it looked like it was going to be a dismal game. Well, the Lady Cats took them a couple of timeouts to really kind of get their response, their reaction to Portales and their execution on countering what Portales was doing in hand, but they managed to do it. And after being way down in that first half of the first quarter, they started chipping back in and got it to within 4 points at the end of the first quarter. It was 18-14, Portales lead. Then in the second quarter, Lovington. Portales kind of stretched it out a little, but not before Lovington came back. It was a very back and forth battle. Lovington made those adjustments. Portales had trouble overcoming those in that first half of the second quarter, and Lovington, before you know it, had tied it up by middle of the second quarter. Lovington tied it up, and then managed to go ahead. I mean, yes, it's a very low-scoring game at half. It was a very low-scoring second quarter. I mean, end of the first quarter, it was 18-14. At the end of the second quarter, it's 24-20, but Lovington outscored Portales 6 points to 4. Well, they scored the same amount. It's 18-14. They outscored Lovington outscored Portales. I'm going to get this right. I'm having a little tongue twister here. Held Portales to just 2 points in that second quarter is my point. Lovington was able to hold Portales to 2 points and outscored them 6 points to 2 in that second quarter. A very low-scoring quarter, back and forth, some good work at the line. Lovington is, I think, what I mentioned in the very first part of that first quarter is that Portales is so aggressive defensively that Lovington needed to take advantage of that and see if they couldn't get Portales to foul. And yes, they did just that. Lovington was able to put their own defensive, kind of ratchet up their own defensive pressure, but also kind of lead Portales into fouling. And then Lovington made hay at the free throw line, did a great job, missing only one free throw in the whole first half. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let me give you Portales' points per player. Your leading scorer for Portales right now is Miley Bonda with 6 points, 2 baskets and 2 points at the line. Then Ornelas with 5 points, a 3-pointer, and 2 points at the line. Then you've got Evany Fulfer with 3 points, which was a 3-pointer, and then she committed 4 straight fouls after that. So she only has 3 points in the game so far, and she was one of the big point getters in that last win over Lovington. Massey also has 2 points in the game, and then Taya Rippey has 4. So Taya, it was Bonda, then Ornelas, then Rippey, then Fulfer, and then 2 points for Massey, and that's how it goes. So all of those girls in the scorebook for Portales, but that adds up to 20 points. And right now, Lovington is leading, and here's Lovington's points for you. The leading scorer right now is Malaya Castro with 9 points. All but 2 of those points were from the free throw line, and she only missed 1 of her free throws. Barunda has 7 points and 4 rebounds. Aranda actually is next with 8 points. So it's 9 points for Castro, 8 points for Aranda, 6 rebounds to go with that. And Castro had 1 rebound as well. And then Barunda has 7 points, 4 rebounds. And then we have 5 rebounds, a steal, and an assist for Schaus. And you have 1 rebound from JB Rios and 1 from Carly Knapp. From the line, Malaya Castro shooting 4, 5, 6, 7 of 8 from the line. Barunda perfect at the line. Nope, she missed 1 as well. So there were 2 misses in the 2 misses from the free throw line, and that was it. So we're getting ready for the beginning of this second half. In the first half, Portales turned the ball over 6 times, and Lovington turned the ball over 8 times. So here we go. 24-20 is your score. Lovington leading Portales by 4. The inbound. Portales starts the second half. Going to work it around the arc. Good defense by Lovington. Lovington starters back out on the court. Some adjustments. Different players, not the starters out there, not all of them, because of some in foul trouble for Portales. As Portales still yet to take a shot. They're moving the ball outside the arc. Good defense by Lovington. A bounce pass now into Massey, and Massey trying to turn around and put it up. Gets fouled. They're going to call Schaus on that, I think. Nope, it just goes out of bounds. So no foul, which is a good thing. No foul, but it stays Portales basketball, and now they are going to call a foul. All right. So now the foul is on Barunda. That's not somebody we want to get in foul trouble. Barunda is third leading scorer in that first half. Portales inbounds. They get it to Bonda, and Bonda puts it up and in. So in this third quarter now, it is 24-22. Castro with the ball, gets it in through the corner. Aranda trying the three ball. It's no good. Knapp with the rebound, her second. Passes it off, gets the ball back, drives across, gets it to Aranda. Aranda to Castro on the right wing. Castro to Schaus, who posted up, and Schaus gets her first 2 points and an assist by Castro. Nice work. And now it's 26-22, back to a 4-point lead for Lovington. And a shot up by Portales, no good. Schaus with the rebound, she's hanging on to it. Gets it, little bounce pass to Aranda. Aranda driving down, oh, and yeah, a big push off. And she's gonna get fouled. Oh, whoa, they call the block. They call the block on Ornelas. Wow. So good news again for Lovington. Castro inbounds. Knapp into Barunda. Trying to get it to Schaus underneath the basket, and it's taken away. So a turnover. Knapp comes up, almost takes it away from Bonda, but Bonda puts it up and in. And for 2 more points. So now we're back to a 2-point lead for Lovington. Knapp from the top of the arc tries a three ball. It doesn't fall, and the rebound is going to be for Portales. She gets it to Bonda. Bonda pulls up with a jumper. I think she got bumped as she let go of it. And they're going to say she didn't get bumped, but the ball did get deflected. She gets it in. Oh, and Bonda's certainly got the hot hand. She's made all 6 of Portales' points and ties it back up. 26-all with 5:30 left to go here in the third quarter. Castro's got it, still behind the line. Crosses. She was setting the O. Goes across, leaves it off for Barunda. Barunda, top of the arc, gets it into the right corner, and they're going to call, they're going to call a lane violation. They're going to call, and that's a turnover. So the teams have 1 turnover here apiece in this third quarter. Give it back to Portales. Portales with the ball, taking their time. Rippey to Ornelas. Ornelas passing. Oh, and it's deflected, taken away. And a nice steal by Barunda. She gets it to Schaus. Schaus back to Barunda. A little behind the back dribble. Then to Castro. And off of the screen as Barunda not only passed but screened and gave her a screen, and then a three-point ball by Barunda. Nice work. Good teamwork for Lovington. And they're going to call a jump ball. And Lovington with a 3-point lead now, 29-26. 4:36 left in the third quarter. Castro running the point, finally across the timeline, right side, leaves it off for Aranda in the right corner. Aranda drives in, trying to find Schaus, but can't. It's deflected by Portales. They've got the ball, and going all the way down that was a Bonda again. Puts up a shot. It does not fall. And Massey trying to fight for it. Goes out of bounds, so it will be Lovington basketball. 4:06 left in the third. Lovington with the 3-point lead. Castro still in the back court and traveled. Yep, she took that little step forward as she was making a long pass. She needed to gather her strength and she moved her foot as she moved the ball. So a turnover. Both teams have 2 in the second half. 3:54 left in the third, and that's Ornelas to run the point for Portales. The air seems to have gone out of Portales before the half. I thought they would come out, and and it goes backcourt. So backcourt violation as Ornelas was trying to save it off of kind of an errant pass. So give it over. That's another turnover. Give it over to Lovington. The inbound goes out to Knapp. Knapp all the way back over to Randa. Randa getting worked on. Trying to get it back to Knapp. Ooh, I couldn't even follow the camera fast enough because that was a very hard ball trying to get it into Knapp's hands. It goes out of bounds, sails into the visitors' stands instead. So now 3 turnovers apiece for these teams. Not very many points scored again since the beginning of the third quarter. It was 24-20. And now it is 29-26. Lovington leading. They've scored 9, or they've scored 4 rather. And Portales has scored 6. And now Rippey teeing up, trying a 3-ball from the left wing. It does not fall. It bounces off the front rim. And they're going to say a turnover. Nope, they're gonna call the foul on Ornelas. And that's her 4th foul. Lovington has succeeded in getting Portales in foul trouble. Now Ornelas, one of their starters with 4 fouls, and Fulfer with 4 fouls. So 2 of their starters. And and they're going to say a turnover. As Knapp had the ball, trying to move it. That's going to be 4th turnover. Give it back to Portales. 2:47 left here. As Rippey passes it off, then gets it back in the right corner. Now passes it around, then to Bonda on the left wing. Bonda with 6 quick points in this third quarter to lead Portales. Oh, and then a takeaway, a nice steal by Barunda. Barunda gets it to Castro. Castro puts it up and in. Count the basket and the foul with a nice assist. A nice assist by Barunda. And Castro with 2 points, plus they call the foul on number 10, Lujan. That's her 4th. And Castro buries it. She's only missed 1 at the line tonight. Makes it a 3-pointer the old-fashioned way, 32-26. And we have a 6-point lead for the Lady Cats over Portales. And Portales wants to take a timeout and talk about it. So we will take it with them and back with more Lady Wildcat basketball coming up.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
And welcome back out of the timeout. It was a Portales timeout, and it was a full 60. Something's wrong. Something's wrong with the scoreboard. I think they're not putting up the timeout and counting it down, but they are. It is working, and they simply give us the buzzer. All right, and quickly Portales working it in, up and in, with 2 more points, and they're 32-28 now as Lovington. Castro lets loose on one from beyond the arc, way downtown, 3-pointer, and just like that, 35-28. Portales coming the other way. Bonda out and around all the way in the right corner to Van Leeuwen. Now back to Bonda. Bonda, top of the arc. Now to Van Leeuwen. That was to Rippey. Now she gets it back, and she pops the trigger on a tray. No good. Fight for the rebound. It's going to come out, and Bonda going to control it. And then her jump shot is no good. Portales is having trouble because they are missing a lot of baskets. Their shooting just has gone cold, and that was part of the problem in the second quarter for them as they were taking shots. They were out-rebounding Lovington and taking shots, but they were missing shots. And Lovington has been able to capitalize on that. So 35-28 is your score here as Lovington inbounds. Barunda backs up, tries a shot, won't fall. Schaus skying up for the rebound, her third of this half. And Barunda with the ball, trying to put it up and in. And it's no good. But she gets fouled. So she draws the foul, and let's see who they call that on. 51.3 seconds left on the clock in this third quarter. And they call that on Bonda. That is her second. And she sinks it. Barunda with another point, this time from the free throw line. She's only missed one at the free throw line tonight. 4, 5, 6 of 7 at the line tonight. And the second one, no good. Bonda with the rebound. Bonda with the ball, gets it, kicks it back out. Horton in the game again. Horton back to Bonda. Bonda with it now, gets it out to Rippey. Rippey on the right wing. Good defense by Lovington. Nowhere to go with it. And they're trying to pass it in the lane, and it goes awry as Barunda deflects that. Gets it to Corral. Corral now to Aranda. Aranda drives in, tries the floater. No good. Fight for the rebound, and it will be controlled by Massey. So 36-28. An 8-point lead by Lovington. 5 seconds left in the third quarter. The ball loose. Rippey has it, and I think they're going to call Lovington with a foul. And let's see who's it going to be on. On Rios, on, let's see, Noah Randa. And that's just her second, though. It will be on the floor. And Schaus is going to come out, and Corral is out. J.B. Rios in, and the inbound goes to Van Leeuwen. She puts up a shot. It does not fall, and at the end of this third quarter, it is 36-28. Lovington leading. They led at halftime. 36-28 is your score. Back with more Lady Cat basketball from Portales.
Proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
It's me, Sammy Sludge. I'm the sludge inside your pipes, your toilet pipes, bathroom sink pipes, even your kitchen sink pipe. I'm inside and outside causing all sorts of problems. Plumbing problems? Call the Master. Master Plumbers, serving households in Lee County and West Texas for over 20 years. Tell Sammy Sludge you called the Master. Master Plumbers, 397-9385.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County.
And welcome back out of that third quarter. Now the fourth and final quarter of the game. Portales inbounds, trying to find some room under the basket. A shot up, no good, and it is Barunda with the rebound. Kicks it out. Aranda running the point. Back to Barunda. Now to Castro. Lovington with the 36-28 lead. Poised for the upset. The number 2 team in district, Lovington, against number 1, Portales. Nice pass into the lane. Schaus with a look at the basket. It does not fall. Ornelas with the rebound and then passes off to Rippey. Rippey going to try for it, and instead there is a foul, and they're going to call that on Aranda. And Aranda, that's her third, I believe. Yes, it is. I see up on the, they agree. And that is a free throw, up and good. I believe that is Rippey. It is. So 36-29. And this one up and, oh, that one goes off. And Schaus with the rebound. That's her 9th board of the game. So 36-29 now, a 7-point game. And Lovington can afford to just burn some clock. And I think that's what they're going to try to do, as Castro passing to Aranda over in the right corner and throws it away. So that is going to be turnover. Let's see, 8 and 4 is 12. That's turnover number 13 for Lovington in the game. Just under 7 minutes left to play now. And 36-29. Lovington leading by 7, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lovington. Just good defense there, trying to get the ball back away. They get it to Fulford, playing with 4 points, and she tries to pop the 3 from the left wing. It will not fall, and the rebound and the putback by Ornelas, as she's also playing with 4 fouls on her, and makes it 36-31, a 5-point lead. Lovington again can afford to burn clock, but they are not going to. They're going to go ahead and drive to the basket. Barunda tries a ball. It does not fall. A fight for the rebound. And that is going to be a foul called on the floor. That is on Abigail Schaus. That's her 3rd. It's on the floor. Portales with the ball. They get it in. That's Rippey trying for the 3-pointer. It got deflected out of her hand. Nice job. I didn't see who did that from Lovington. Long pass down to Knapp in the right corner. Knapp leaves it off for Castro. Castro, as Lovington started making those quicker transitions from defense to offense, and that started making, that's one of the differences and changes they were able to make and execute that started to turn things around for them before the half, when they were able to tie it up. And the ball is called. That was a foul. And Portales, Bonda with the takeaway. She takes it down, up and in. Bonda with the steal and points off of it. Now coming the other way. It was Castro to Knapp. Knapp gets it to Barunda. Barunda tries for the ball. And it's Aranda who gets the rebound, but then her pass to Castro is a little wide. It goes out of town. It goes out of town. Well, it may as well been. It goes out of bounds. And another turnover for Lovington. And a quick timeout, as with the basket, it became a 3-point lead for Lovington, as Portales now trying to make the comeback. And out of this timeout, and of course I didn't see, we're just going to keep it right here. I think it's a full. I think it is. They're not putting that up on the scoreboard. They are keeping track of it and making a sounder, but they are not keeping that. So I'm going to go ahead and take a timeout.
Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? Battle Energy is ready to take the court with the Cats. For all your BOP nipple-ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all and Lee County athletics.
And welcome back out of the timeout. Hello. Trying to corral that out of the Portales timeout. I can get my spots to stop. Sorry, sponsors, but we played enough of you. Oh, and off the inbound, they sneak into the lane and get it to Ornelas. Ornelas puts it up and in and draws the foul. Oh, there was some strategy there, and that's against Schaus. That's her 4th foul. And Ornelas with another 2 points. And now, as they count the bucket, 36-35, Ornelas at the line with a chance to tie it back up as Portales launching a comeback here. And she does. She buries it. And now we're tied up again with 5:16 left to play in this game. And it's a whole new ball game. It may as well be 0-0 now, because it's what each team does from now until the end of this fourth quarter that is going to count. Castro just hanging on to it here as Castro, burning some clock, just sits out in near midcourt just in front of the timeline on the right. And Portales is booing, but Castro wouldn't be doing this. She's going to make Portales come to them, and before she passed off, and she did. Lovington staying out near midcourt. Again, they can afford to burn clock, although it's not like they're ahead, but they had the momentum and the lead, and Portales has to come to them to try to take it away. Coach Chief Bridgeforth is saying he knows there are players out on the court with 4 fouls. He's going to try to get Portales to foul out. Now they move the ball, take a shot, no good, and it's going to be Bonda with the rebound. She gets it down to Van Leeuwen. Van Leeuwen puts it, and Van Leeuwen to Fulfer, puts it up and in, and Fulfer with 2 points breaks the tie, and now it's 38-36. Portales with the lead, Knapp with the ball near the timeline, working on it. As Chief Coach Bridgeworth knows, Portales can't afford to put the same kind of defensive pressure on his girls because they have so many playing out there who have 4 fouls. So that allows Lovington to move the ball without as much defensive pressure and put it up and in. Aubrey Aranda with 2 more points. And now Portales, as we're all tied up again, 38-38, and Portales is now going to work the ball around the arc. Ornelas thinks about the 3, gets it to Bonda. Bonda drives in. No room. Good defense by Lovington, so she kicks it out to Ornelas. Now Portales will reset, try it again. 3, ticking down toward 3 minutes left on the clock as Bonda to Ornelas, top of the arc, getting worked on by Knapp. Out to Rippey, that is. Rippey, no room. Now to Bonda. Bonda to Ornelas. Good work by Lovington. Now Bonda's going to drive across the baseline and loses the ball, but I think it goes off of Schaus and will stay Portales ball. Now they get to inbound just to the right of the basket. Ornelas gets it into Bonda in the right corner. Bonda drives in, puts up a little floater, and yes, it falls. And Bonda with 2 more points as she's got 10 points just in the second half. 16 in the game for Portales, and now Portales has the 2-point lead, 40-38, 2:29 left to go. They get it to Barunda. Barunda kicks it out to Aranda, thinks about the 3, but she's got Ornelas in her face, goes to the left corner, or the right corner rather, tries to put up the 3 ball, and it does not fall, and Fulfer with the ball, Fulfer with the rebound, and now Portales is going to do what Lovington had been doing, and that is simply try to keep the ball away from them, move it around. They want to wait for a sure shot. They're going to burn clock. They have a 2-point lead, less than 2 minutes left, and now they're going to try to make Lovington come to them. They get it to Ornelas. Ornelas pulls up, calling for the O, knocks it back to Bonda. Bonda over to Rippey. Rippey now driving, now kicks it out to Ornelas. Ornelas just pulls right back. She's getting worked on by Castro, loses the handle on it, then gets it to Fulfer, and then does lose the handle, gets it to Knapp. Knapp drives in, then pulls out, gets it to Castro. Castro puts it up and in from the right. So nice work with an assist by Knapp, and then a quick transition by Lovington, and a shot up no good, and Aranda with the rebound, and it is 40 to 40 now. 40 to 40 is your score. We're tied back up as Lovington again now tied with just a little over a minute left to play. Now just under a minute, and Aranda is going to drive in and put the shot up, and oh, no good. And are they going to call the foul? They're going to call a foul Wow. And they call that on Angel Ornelas. A push foul. It's going to be on the floor, and it'll be Aranda to inbound. We're all tied with less than a minute to play, 56 seconds. Wow. Incredible. And another timeout on the floor. It's a full 60, so we'll be back with more Lady Cat basketball. We've got a barn burner. We're tied at 40 all, 56 seconds left to play.
Battle Energy is ready to take the court with the Cats. For all your BOP nipple ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
And welcome back to Portales Gym. Wow, what a game we have. What an amazing game as Portales led at the end of the first quarter, 18-14. Lovington led at half, 24-20, a 4-point lead. Lovington stretched that out, led at the end of the third, 36-28. Then Portales came storming back in the fourth and tied it up. And then Lovington went ahead, Portales went ahead, and Lovington's tied it up. It's 40 all. Lovington with the ball. Aranda gets to Schaus. Schaus back to Aranda in the left corner. She drives in. Several of Portales' players are playing with 4 fouls on them. They cannot afford to put too much defensive pressure too close, or they risk fouling out. And Lovington is doing exactly that. Coming along for it and stealing the ball is Bonda, though. And who are they going to call the foul on? I think they may call it on Barunda or Aranda. Because Lovington immediately, it's going to be on Barunda. That's what I thought I saw. And a timeout is being taken. We're tied 40 all, 37.1 seconds on the clock, and Portales will go to the line. Another full timeout. We'll be back.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community, so bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Western State.
And welcome back to Portales Gym, out of the Lovington timeout for some strategy as the foul is on the floor. Portales will not go to the line to shoot, but they will have the ball to inbound, and we're tied 40 all with 37.1 seconds to play. The inbound goes to Fulfer. Fulfer out near midcourt. Going to get it to Bonda. Bonda over to Rippey. Rippey is going to get it back. Now they pass it to Bonda. Bonda cannot take a three-point shot. Knapp in her face. Knapp all over. Now Bonda drives in, trying to put it up and in, and she does. She breaks the tie, but Schaus does not foul her. So it's 42-40. 42-40, and now I believe a timeout. Lovington wants a timeout. So we'll keep it right here. We have 9 seconds left on the clock. 42-40, a 2-point lead by Portales. But Lovington will have the ball out of the timeout. And yes, we're just going to keep it right here. What an exciting game this has been, especially this second half. It's just been amazing as both of these teams came to play. I tell you what, Lovington girls were not intimidated by all of the, hey, Portales is number one. Portales has beaten them every time this season, especially that last beat down, 55-15. You know what? Lovington believed in themselves. They played good teamwork, team basketball here, and wow, it has made the difference. They rattled Portales, got them off of their game. Portales, of course, a very good football team, not taking anything away from them. They stormed back, they tied it up, and then it's been back and forth, and Lovington out of the timeout. And Aranda with the ball gets it to Schaus. Schaus puts it up and in! Schaus quick 2 points, ties it up. And with 2-1, last second shot at the buzzer goes in. A last second shot at the buzzer goes in. Wow. Miley Bunda? Wow, at the last second. And there were so many people standing up. I don't know. I'm hoping that shot, you could see that between the Portales people here standing up, as that last second, almost half-court desperation shot went in, and that three-pointer is the difference and gives Portales the 3-point victory. But oh my, what an incredible finish, and what a great performance by our Lady Wildcats. Pretty amazing. Yes, Portales, the district regular season champs and the district tournament champs, on a buzzer, a 3-point, almost half-court buzzer shot that goes in. Just amazing. Our Lady Cats have nothing to be ashamed of. This was an incredible game and an effort by them, and the final 45-42 on that buzzer shot by Banda. Oh, amazing. Just amazing. So let's go ahead and take a timeout, as we don't want to short anybody. Portales fought. I mean, they stumbled in the game, but they came back, tied it up. It was a back-and-forth ball game, and they won the strategy. Had an amazing couple of shots in there by Schaus and by Aranda, but it was not meant to be. So coming in second will be Lovington in this district tournament. A nice job for them. And we're going to have district, the all district. Yeah, let me go ahead and just let you listen to this. No, they're just receiving their individual awards as the district champions. They're picking up their trophies, their individual player trophies as district tournament champions. All right, 45-42 as Portales wins by 3 points. Portales 45-42 final score here as they get their trophies as the district champions, and the Lady Cats look on, nothing to be ashamed of. They played such a great game, and your final score 45-42. Portales winning this just at the very end on that last second buzzer shot. Oh, Lovington fought so hard and did a great job in this game, but it was just not meant to be. So we'll take a timeout. I'm not sure how quickly how much time I'll have to come back. I'll come back briefly, hopefully, and wrap things up here from Portales Gym. Again, Portales ended up winning this one 45-42, just by 3 points over the Lovington Lady Cats. And the Lady Cats now finish their season at 17-10 overall, and they are number 2 officially in the district, both in regular season and in the season tournament. So come back with the wrap-up from Portales and at the end of this game.
Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
And welcome back to Portales Gym for Lady Wildcat Basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan, and it's a heartbreaker, especially to lose a game with an almost half-court buzzer shot. It was tied 42 apiece, and Banda, with that final 3, sank it 45-42. Final score, Portales wins. Portales won the first quarter. They led 18-14. Then Lovington outscored them in the second, and at halftime the score was 24-20. Lovington led at the end of the third. They stretched it out, and they had an 8-point lead, 36-28 at the beginning of the fourth quarter, but the lead switched hands. It was tied up 3 different times there, and then ended up being 45-42 with Portales winning. And for Portales, the leading scorer, Banda with 21 points. It was Ornelas with 10 points, Rippey with 5 points, Fulfer with 5 points, and Massey with 4. For Lovington, your leading scorer tonight was Malaya Castro with 17 points, and 2, 4, 6, 7 of her 17 were from the free throw line. A great job at the free throw line for the Lovington girls tonight, as second in points was Ashlyn Barunda with 11, and 6 of her 11 points were at the free throw line. And then you had 11 points from Ashlyn Barunda, and those were the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of those 11 points for Barunda coming at the free throw line. And then Abigail Schaus had 4 points, and she did not have a double-double, but she did get more than 10 rebounds. I've got her down with 11 rebounds for the game and 4 points, including 2 that looked like they tied it back up for Lovington, and it looked like Lovington was poised to either at least tie it or win it, because we were tied at 40 all and then tied at 42 apiece, and then at the end 45-42. So a heartbreaking loss for the Lady Cats. They came in, they were not expected to win this game. I think they gave Portales a really good scare, and the Portales fans, I think, were stunned when Lovington came through and were leading this game at halftime at the end of the third. And so it was a good game to give our Lady Cats a lot of confidence going into that first round of state tournament play, because we know that the Lady Cats will be in the state tournament. It just depends on what their seeding is, who they play, and where. Will they get a home game? We don't know, and we won't know until the seedings are announced by the NMAA, New Mexico Athletic Association, coming up on Sunday. So that's going to put a wrap on it, as a very tough game for the Lady Cats to lose, but a well-played game. They responded. They took to coaching. They did what they should have. They executed well. They did what they were supposed to do. And now I know they know that they can do that. And now that should, moving forward, that should give them so much confidence, as they must win the first round of the state tournament game on that next Friday for all the girls, next Saturday for all the boys. And everybody must win that play-in game to move on to the state tournament in Albuquerque. So we'll see. We'll await the seedings and see how everything turns out, not just for the Lovington girls, but for the Lovington boys. And before I close, let me go back. I think I got texted. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Okay, the final score, Lovington boys also won their game against Portales at Wildcat Gym, 86-58. Lovington beating Portales, so they won their game, and that's going to go a long way toward getting Lovington a home game for the play-in as well. We'll see what happens. Don't know if they will or not, but it certainly was a good win for the Lovington boys. We'll see what happens with the seedings on Sunday. And the Lovington boys, I think, were ranked, I believe, 10th maybe going into that game. So we'll see what happens as a result, as the Lovington boys winning, winning that district tournament championship. That's amazing, as Lovington led at half, 46-21, and then at the end, 86-58. So very good job there, and a good job by the Lovington girls here. They just didn't pull out the win. So this has been a pleasure to be here for watching our Lady Cats. It's not certainly by any means the last that you'll see of our Lady Wildcats, as we move on, and we will have all of the announcements. We'll have the coverage on the seedings on Monday Morning Sports, so listen for that. And in the meantime, safe travels to all the Lovington fans and to the team going back to Lovington. And congratulations to the Portales Lady Rams and their district championship. Thank you very much to Evie Stuber for monitoring audio and video on this game. And thank you for watching and listening to Lady Cat Basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. Good evening.